Welcome back to Limbus Company, Canto 6. Last time, we've managed to get, stuck in, infinite corridors of Wuthering Heights, something like that. It's hard to say for sure. And there are seemingly random civilians kidnapped and turned into dead rabbits. Wow. I sure hope that means Matt isn't an evil person, but it pretty clearly means he is. And press on, see what else we can figure out. Heathcliff was digging through the deceased dead rabbit's pockets. What are you looking for, Heathcliff? They don't have them.
안 보여.
Pocket watches? The timepieces that Yisong mentioned earlier?
그래.
Yeah. Everyone born and raised in Keyport carries a watch.
무조건 시계를 가지고 있어야 해.
They have to. Right. The Kurokuma clan officer we fought in Youngjin building was looking for a timepiece, too.
그건
It's
내가 어떤 사람인지
like a form of personal
신호를 알려주는
identification.
도구니까.
It's something you carry around to show others that you are who you are.
나는 T사를 떠나면서
I abandoned my watch when I left T-Corp, but...
그러게.
I see. They don't even have their pocket watch chains with them.
시계만 있다면
If they did carry a watch, we would have been able to learn at least where they were coming from.
의도적으로 이
So
사람을
someone either
시계만
doesn't want people
지우거나
finding out who they are,
출신이
or they're
아니라든가.
simply not from around here, right?
복장은
I have witnessed such
T사에서
garb
찾아보던
commonly
것이다.
worn about within the T-Corp territory. I have no doubt they must be locals.
의문점이 한두 개가
There are many
아니지만
unanswered
일단
questions,
지나가지.
but let us save that discussion for later.
여기군.
Here it is.
오늘처럼
Ugh.
방까지 오는 길이
Now that was
험난한
quite the
적이
journey,
없었네.
wasn't it? Shall we enter?
말해줘, 넬리.
Nelly, tell me.
내가
After I left without a
알
word,
없이 떠나고 나서
how did Catherine fare?
캐서린은 어떻게 지냈어? 물론
Of course, I already know that she lived happily ever after with that sod Linton, but
알겠어.
말해줄까?
are you sure you want to know? I do, but I also don't.
듣고 싶은데 듣고 싶지
A
않아.
very normal reaction to a situation like this, you know. Ignorance is bliss, but how do you go on without knowing this sort of thing? It's kind of important. I must look so
꼴사납겠지.
pathetic. If Kathy was here, she would have mocked me mercilessly.
카메라는 알려줬을 거야.
I would have brought you a mirror so you can see that priceless look on your face.
내가 전부 치워버려서
If I hadn't
지금
removed them all
남아있지
from the
않지.
premises. I'm not interested in your stupid jests.
애초에
Has Catherine ever, even once, mentioned my name at all since I left?
한 번이라도 내 이야기를 꺼낸 적.
없었어.
No.
뭐,
Of course, she didn't. A witless brigand, a scoundrel like me. I'm sure it didn't matter to Catherine whether
캐서린에게
글쎄, 스클리프.
I wouldn't be so sure, Heathcliff.
내 말은 그런 뜻이
That is not
아니었어.
what I meant.
네가 떠난 후
When you
캐서린
left, Miss
아가씨는
Catherine,
아주
she began
천천히
withering
죽어가기
away,
시작했어.
and skulked in a room for days upon days, refusing to eat or even speak.
밥도 먹지 않고 말도 하지 않았지.
Yep.
그러다가 소리
And then she'd
지르고
suddenly grow
울고
lachrymose,
혼잣말을 하고.
scream, cry, whisper things to herself. Master Linton would come by to coax her, but it hardly helped matters.
정말
She was so ill that I was worried that we might have to start making arrangements with a mortician in advance.
정말이야?
Really?
캐서린이
Catherine,
그렇게 고통스러워했다고?
she was in that much pain? Heathcliff asked incredulously.
어,
Yes,
보고
it
있는
pained us to
모든
even
걸
watch her
고통스러워질
suffer,
정도로.
and one day she...
그러다가
넬리,
Nellie,
이것 봐.
look, Linton's left a flower on my pillow.
꽃을 놓아두고 갔어.
Oh,
황금빛이네.
it's golden. I didn't know that spring had come to Wuthering Heights already. I suppose the snow is all but thawed, too.
봄이었구나. 눈도 다- 와, 정말
Is that not so
낭만적이네요.
romantic of him, miss?
그렇게 보일
I
수도.
suppose it could appear that way.
또 엄청난
He must have paid
빚을
quite the
졌어요.
fortune for this.
하지만
But if Linton
린튼이
truly
정말
cared for
널
me,
위해 꽃을
truly wished to
키우고
return a
있었어.
color to a flower for my sake,
이 꽃은
then he should have brought me a
오래된
violet
사랑의
flower.
꽃이었어야 했겠지.
Oh, a violet Heathcliff, if you will.
그러니까
So, he did
이건
not bring
나를
this
위한
flower
게
for
아니야.
my sake. This was only for his own satisfaction.
아가씨,
Are you okay,
괜찮은 거예요?
miss?
무슨 말을 하는 거야?
Whatever do you mean?
오늘만큼
I have never felt better than I do
상태가
today.
좋은 것 같아. 나와 함께 바깥에
Walk with me,
산책을
won't you?
가볼래?
I would like to see which flowers have
어떤
weathered
꽃들이
the wintry
겨울을
cold
이겨내고
and bloomed.
피어났는지 하나하나씩 봐야겠어.
아가씨는 그 후로
After that day, Miss Catherine truly appeared convalescent.
캐서린 아가씨가
We were all
다시
happy to see Miss Catherine be herself again, but
지금 생각해보면
now that I think about it, it was a tad strange. She suffered for months upon months from fever. How could anyone so suddenly recover from all that after a single night's repose? She just started faking her own health, I guess. I don't know.
힌들리 씨로부터
That is also
모든
when she
파츠를
purchased
사버리고
Wuthering Heights from Mr. Hindley Earnshaw
이곳에서 본격적으로
and
집을
started making
개조하기
sweeping
시작한 것도
modifications to this
모두
place,
그때부터야.
planning something,
나는
for sure.
두
I thought the
분이서
two of
다시
them had
워터링
intended to
하이츠로
return to
돌아가셔서
Wuthering
시간을
Heights,
보다
so I asked them what exactly they planned to
궁금해서
do
계속
with it,
물어봤지만
but they never gave me
선택을
a straight
어떻게
answer.
바꾸는지는 결코 말씀해 주시지 않았거든. 나도 알고
I'm
싶어서
just in the dark as you are. I have not the slightest clue as to what she was thinking.
편지는
What about my letters?
편지를 보낸 적이
I sent her
있었어.
letters. I haven't been able to since I joined this company, but when I was a part of that gang,
봉투에 내 이름을
I wrote her letters, though I didn't sign my name on them.
그냥
I
잘
just wanted to let her know that I was doing fine.
알려주고 싶었다고.
글쎄.
Well, I don't recall her ever opening a letter.
그 고집은 아무도
Seriously,
바꿀 수가 없을
once she
거야.
has her mind set on something, no one could convince her otherwise. No one. That seems like this is a fight though, right? I have to fight some things now? Yeah. More of these funny rabbit guys. Sam's just gonna, eat pies in front of us, really just rub it in. Not cool, dude.
후드려 패주지.
He loves those pies. Fair enough, I guess. Okay, you got 2 coins here, skill 3 at least. That's something. He's like a one in clash, but still net loss of sanity. That's fun. Thanks to the fact that he gained 7, but he's gonna lose 10 at turn end because he's above negative 15.
불청객은 찌그러져 있도록.
It's alright. It's perfectly fine. Relax. We'll handle this. Right?
정리하겠습니다.
꽤잘 먹혀 들어가는 공격이었습니다. 제 지시를
Your orders are perfectly executed. Yes, your orders, Sam Joe. Long live King Sam Joe. Long live Executive Manager Sam Joe. They should let him take over instead of Dante. I'd like the mirror world, everything the same except Dante is just Sam Joe. I think that would be cool. That would be a cool mirror world, I think. I'd like that one a lot. He's so awesome.
손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있어. 정신 못 차릴 거야.
I wonder how far they will go with announcers in the future. Because so far, when we have gotten announcers, it's been for, like, kind of supporting characters. I think Queequeg next season feels like a given. That's for sure. Queequeg being, like, the one you can purchase randomly. Like, unrelated to the actual stuff going on in the Canto. Sam already know the Yuri and Santo announcers. But I wonder if they'd be willing to do something like a Dongback or a Donggrang announcer. People you actually, like, do fight against, right? And, like, are more so antagonistic than allies. You fight against Queequeg, too, but Queequeg also just travels alongside you through WoW. I don't know, Donggrang could make sense. It's like a thing, but I don't know. It's weird. But then the question is, will they go as far to include someone like a Cromer or an Ahab announcer? Like an actual, like, full-on, like, antagonistic force as an announcer. But I really don't know if they will. I guess sooner or later they will run out of things that use for announcers. We'll have to see how that goes, though. Who can say? Who can say? At an advantage, we sure are. We'll just keep on beating these guys down, and they should go down with too much health. A little bit of Lust Absolute Resonance there, because why not? Gaming. We also had 2 insight there, so that's nice. Oh, that makes too big of a difference, but it's always nice when insight actually works out, right? When you're not really trying to. Right. Just nice to see.
필요 없는 시간을 가져가지.
There's our victory, though. Not bad at all.
보고 계시는군요, 마님.
Yeah, you did the most damage this time. That's nice. You actually surpassed Rodion for once. That's always nice to see. The Diary. Alright, it's another story and fight thing, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is gonna be where we fight. That's not a CG it showed us. Okay, that's interesting. We've not seen that CG yet. Alright. A lot of enemies. Weak to slash, though. Interesting. No sin weaknesses. Like... They're weak to blunt. We haven't got anything weak to slash. So a bunch of things that are weak to slash out of nowhere is really interesting. Got sandy types, that sort of thing. 2 passives. Press all of them? Wait, what was this slightly different? Oh, these two have slightly better resistances. They've also got 3 passives instead of 2. Okay, okay. This is not something to actually look into at all. I'm not changing my team up for it either. We'll roll with this, and I'm sure it'll still be fine.
너희 뭐
You-
하고 있는 거야?
What are you doing? The room, now without its master, was completely turned upside down. And in the center of all that mess were butlers, awkwardly standing, frozen mid-movement as though they'd all been caught red-handed.
린튼 주인님의 요청으로
They were cleaning the room as per Master Linton's orders.
누가 봐도 뒤지고 있는 중이었잖아.
You lot were clearly ransacking the room.
혹시 데드레비치
Chief Butler Nelly, have you seen any of the dead rabbits or the Wuthering Heights butlers on your way here? Oh, so I guess we're going to fight the Edgar butlers here. We have good reason to believe the Wuthering Heights butlers are scheming with that villain Hindley to harm Master Linton. The dead rabbits ain't the type of gang to kill people for no reason. Okay, but they did try to kill us for no reason. Thank you, Gregor. I know. The boss can't be doing all this for nothing. He must have a good explanation for this. Just tell us what dodgy stuff you were up to in Catherine's room.
방을
We told you, Heathcliff. We were cleaning the room.
아니면
Flower. Or have you sided yourself with the rest of those lowlives, the dead rabbits? Like master, like butlers, eh? Just as stupid as soft as Linton himself.
말이 지나치고
That was uncalled for. No, this dodgy stuff you're trying to pull here is what's uncalled for. You've crossed the line. I'm the only one who can tell you what to do with this room. Not that posh wanker. Okay. Yeah, they're different. They've got those funny little things on their back. Fracture there. They're not sinking. Instead, they just seem to be fully into reducing damages, yeah. Swift, fast, veterans, swift. So is this one slightly better? Yeah, this is the one that's got better resistance than 3 passes instead. So skill, gain power, target HP is low, do even more damage. Okay. And they all just do more... They all gain skill power. They're more damage, exclusive to the stronger ones. Unit speed is faster than the target's heal SP on self. Interesting. I don't understand what they're carrying on their backs, but I guess it doesn't matter too much, does it? Oh, you're gonna fail. That's awesome. Love it.
땅과 마님에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다면
Win the clash. Excellent. Good job, Heathcliff. They resist Pierce, unfortunately, but you know, you're trying your best. And those are some high rolls. I guess they are higher level than us. What are they fighting with? Oh, they've got knives! Oh!
깨달았나?
That is very interesting. They've just got like a handful of knives. There's like little backpacks full of cutlery. Is that their thing? Just wave around backpacks of cutlery or something? Or are they pulling it into their like pocket or something? Or do they have like retractable knives in their hands? Just so that sounds like a very unfortunate thing to live with. Yeah, they're doing slash damage. So yeah, they do just have knives from somewhere. Can you see it on them? No, maybe it is the backpack. But I was very curious about like the little backpack thing that that Nelly had, because it looked very odd and out of place, just having a giant suitcase. And she's effectively the leader of, like, this group of butlers. Everyone's just running around the manor like headless chickens, it seems. Makes a lot of sense. A lot of opposing, like, people with different goals. That's for sure. Like, I mean, just breaking it down. So, we've got Limbus Company, of course, you know, we're here, we're chilling. We're kind of caught in the middle of everything, trying to get the golden bows and stuff. And you've got the Wuthering Heights butlers, who are being led by Josephine. They're kind of devoted to the manor, devoted to Josephine's imaginary thinking of Catherine's voice. Maybe it's real, maybe she's just going to distort. I think I know which one seems more likely, though. Yeah. But then the other butlers, these are the Edgar family butlers, led by, well, they're effectively led by Nelly, but they're working more directly under Lyndon. Who's searching the room for something. He knows something. Lyndon knows something about what's going on that we just are unaware of so far. The general idea I seem to be getting. And I don't know exactly what they're looking for, but they're searching the room for something. And on the other side of things, we've got, Hindley, who's kind of all alone. He did hire the Dead Rabbit, but the Dead Rabbit seem to be acting on their own accords, mostly. So he's kind of alone. He just wants the butler for himself and has no plan on how to actually get it. Oh, these guys are fancy looking. Another veteran, so it's going to be similar, I assume. Oh, they're bleed, I see. Units, and they're speed-based, I see, okay. Well, if they've got actual briefcases. Yeah, and then there's Dead Rabbits led by Matt. They've got some sort of weird purpose. They've got, like, zombie people. Not a good sign. Not a sign of someone who's, you know, actually doing normal. They've been experimented or something. Oh, it just took a lot of damage there. That's rough. I guess the thing is, if the Dead Rabbits are working with the ring, and if there's, like, mirror noises going on, then I think this has to do with the fact that the ring has some sort of access to mirror technology from Leviathan, right? That seems to be, like, the idea, the impression I'm getting. I don't know for sure, but I think it's something to do with the ring, what's going on with the Dead Rabbits. And their, you know, access to the mirror, their identity and stuff. Otis died. That's unfortunate. The most important thing about it is because we got hit by a one-sided attack we could do nothing about. Which is really annoying. Because these guys are fast, so, like, there's nothing we can do. You're going for your rat catching, and we're just gonna have to take it. Can't tell what attacks weapons they're using. They seem to have, like, little daggers, like kunai type things they're, like, throwing. Maybe? Like, throwing at close range, but I guess they're pulling out, like, some other, like, might just be other knives, right? I just say kunai because it's throwing knives, and that's what comes to mind first. Kunai are a very specific design of throwing knives in reality. Nice. Yeah, you can see them there, like, they're kind of just throwing it at Ishmael. Being washed a little bit. It happens, though. We're killing some of them, we're staggering some of them. If nothing else, we've got DHG Rodion, who, if everyone else dies, can kind of just carry, right? Like, oh no, I would hate to bleed to death. Wait a second. Insight 3, easy. Right? General ID, at least. Okay, Ishmael's dead. You're getting staggered, that's not cool. Actually... No, we can't. Actually... Yes, we can, if we let Merso get... No, okay, never mind. Merso's doomed. Ishmael's doomed, of course, as well, but... Big of a deal. It happens. Merso gets staggered no matter what. We could have Dimension Shreddered, I believe, to redirect that guy, but then Merso would have taken a hit anyways, or... It just wouldn't have worked out. People are dying this fight, that's okay. Got that sloth resonance, though. Love that sloth resonance. Collisions means we got 2 Grace and Knowledges from Yesong, which should do decent. They're neutral to blunt, at least. They don't resist it, so that's good. Check out the funny monocle ones. Look, monocles are always funny. I wonder what other random groups we're just gonna encounter soon. only a matter of time where like some random T-Corp guys are gonna show up, I feel like. Wonder if we are gonna get T-Corp IDs. Depends on how much of a role they play in this chapter, I guess. I guess the Ufi people are also somewhere in the manor. I guess that's my prediction for next week's IDs, I guess. We're probably gonna get like an Ufi ID, maybe. Maybe like an Ufi 2-star or something. On top of maybe getting like a Nelly 3-star for Ryoshu. And that's possibly it. I can see it. I don't know who would get the Ufi 2-star, but like... Tremor, I guess. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe Honglu or something. Beats me. And it's just you, and this is the last turn we have in order to get the EX clear, so perfect timing. There you go, nice. We're looking for a diary, I guess, right? That's what the name of the chapter was. That's enough, Heathcliff! We can't kill her, otherwise we won't know what they were looking for, or why. Speak. I am going to take your utensils and cut off your fingers one by one with each dodgy answer you give me. You must know how sharp your own blades are. Please cooperate, won't you? I don't want to have to use the sleepy smack on my own subordinate. The diary. Master Linton told us that we must find the diary in Mistress Catherine's room. That she must have hidden her diary somewhere in here as they were making modifications to the manor. I see. So why do you think Master Linton's looking for that diary? Master Linton told us that it was to find a way. Please, do keep up your mysterious attitude. A few more answers like that and I will personally demonstrate how I managed to become the chief butler. It's the truth. He did not let us in on what this way is. I've told you all that I know. And that's it. Looks like I'll have to... That's enough, Heathcliff. I believe that she is telling the truth. All of you, leave now. And please, do stay out of my sight. Chief Butler Nelly, according to what intelligence we could gather, the dead rabbits, the syndicate of an urban plague classification, had long been obliterated from the T-Corp back streets. Oh. What? Huh? They've been inactive for a long, long time. In other words, they've already been vanquished. Other gangs have not seen the dead rabbits in the back streets in a while either. That's not good. So they don't actually have any of the people left. They're kidnapping random people, turning them into dead rabbits. That's what the masks are for. It's not even the original people. What's up with Matt then? With Matthew? I don't know. We have no way of verifying their identities. Please, do be careful. Who in the blazes did Mr. Hindley let into this manor? And that diary? Diary, huh? I'm not sure what to expect from it, but if we do find it, it'll at least clue us in as to what kind of situation we've just walked into. Yeah. Small container, space to hide such a thing as a diary, would be these bookshelves or drawers. But it appears that the butlers have combed this room clean already. I have once beheld such a sight. Forsooth, 'tis off the case that a hidden button exists somewhere. We ought to scour this room from corner to corner with magnifying glasses much larger than even Gregor's. These are glasses for my myopia. Oh. Project Moon tweet? Question mark? Wait, let me check this real quick. It seems like there might have been a new Project Moon tweet. What are they saying? Issues after update. Issue where Diderot's SP loss condition. This is SP loss condition from Bleeding Merso. 16 does not yield a count XP or and DXP. Okay. There's just some random bug. Alright. Simple enough. Just wanted to make sure. Nothing too bad. There are 1,000 feathers of so many birds in this pillow. Other people of means like to collect rare bird feathers and stuff their pillows with them. But I don't like that. Do you know why? Here's the image that showed the previous things icon despite not seeing it.
날아가는 새들은
Because birds are meant to fly, not to be killed like that. Yes, birds do not belong in their cages. They're being born to soar the skies. So I'm going to empty this pillow of their feathers. Instead, I will fill it with my secret, so that I will always have it in arm's reach.
히스클리프 씨,
Heathcliff,
갑자기
why are you tearing that pillow open? This is where
분명
Kathy would have
일기장에 나왔군.
diary
속에서.
hidden within the pillow. It's
커다란
stained by
얼룩이
ink,
번져 있는
even the cover too.
표지-
왜 이런 얼룩들이
I wonder why anyone would do this to their own diary.
아주
When I would hold my
오랫동안
pen against the
써야 할지
paper for a
몰라서
long, long
펜을
time,
든 상태로
because I'm not sure what to write.
잉크에 생긴
The ink
웅덩이가
will start to
번져서
pool and spread, leaving
이런
big
커다란
stains like
얼룩들이
these.
나타나더라고요.
These ink stains appear to have been made from non-standard, special ink. The pool of ink that stained this page has left no marks on the subsequent page. Perhaps these stains were made on purpose to hide the words under them. Interesting, so we gotta decode it somehow. If that Linton guy is trying so hard to find this diary, then I'm willing to bet that it's something important. Most of these pages are stained.
다 얼룩이 묻어 있어.
True, most of these pages were stained, and their content was rather difficult to read.
읽고 싶은데.
I would have liked to read them, even a little bit. That's when the pages suddenly began to flip rapidly until it came to a stop at a page with actually legible words. It couldn't have been the wind. There weren't any open windows. Okay, this is cool.
히스클리프.
Heathcliff left me without a word.
없이 나를 떠났어. 밖에는 천둥과 비바람이
Terrible thunderstorm rages outside.
넬리의 말대로
Will he cease to pain my heart and return home once the rain passes, like Nellie said?
집으로 다시 돌아오지. 그래.
Fine.
돌아오지 마.
Don't come back.
나도 널 더 이상 보고 싶지
I don't want to see your face ever again, either.
너에게는 이 저택
This manor and me were all you have. You don't have anything else.
아니면
Will you truly abandon what is everything to you?
어휴,
Boy, this all feels extremely private. Should we... Why don't we leave Heathcliff alone so he can...
아니.
No, this entry seems off.
오랜만에 저택에
A guest
손님이
paid me a
왔어.
visit, the first in a long time.
새로운 자와 이야기를
Conversing with
해보니까
someone new
정신이 맑아졌지
really
뭐야?
cleared my head.
그리고 문득 눈앞에 거울에
Oh
비친
boy.
내 모습을 봤어.
Mirror time? And I saw my shape in the mirror before me. I accidentally clicked off. Whoops.
이제야 내가 무엇을
I know
해야
what to
할지
do
알 것
now.
같아. 지하실.
The basement.
우리는
We must
그곳으로
descend there.
내려가야 해.
우리?
Who do you think this we is? Herself in the mirror. So a visitor. Potentially someone from... I mean, probably someone from N-Corp or something then if it's the mirror. Did Yusong produce more of them for the sake of N-Corp? Like, did they get one? Did they give one to Catherine? For some reason, that's the thing. I don't know.
지하실.
The basement. The basement?
넬리.
From what I remember, Nellie.
맞아, 히스클리프.
I agree, Heathcliff.
여러분,
Everyone, it appears that our next destination lies at the basement of this manor.
왜 그렇게
What makes you say that? Probably
이
back-
저택은
the
오래전
basement bit.
돌아가신 마님의 명령.
the old mistress, who passed many years ago, ordered us to seal the entrance to the basement. Ugh.
즉,
Which means the basement was unsealed when the modifications were made to the manor.
왜 지하실로?
Why? Why the basement?
캐시는 어두운
Kathy
곳이
hated the
있어.
dark, enough to keep her room always lit with
이
several
방에
lanterns.
열게 두고 싶어 할 정도로.
덕분에 매일 잠을
Indeed,
들어갈
I
때마다
recall having to
랜턴을
purchase an
항상
entire set of
선물해야지.
lanterns whenever I left the manor to procure the groceries.
확실히 수상하긴 하군.
That is certainly suspicious.
지하실 위치.
Got any ideas to where we might find the basement, Nellie?
뭐
Well, it's usually by the kitchen, isn't it? Let us investigate that place first, shall we? Alright, we shall. We shall indeed. Maybe get our XP and stuff. They were saying, the patches were saying that this fight, for some reason, wasn't giving XP. Which is a very random fight to not give XP. What are we fighting here? More dead rabbits? Yeah, more dead rabbits based on those sin affinity weaknesses. The diary too. We're not going down to the kitchen any first. Still says we're in the room, but I guess it's just first. Actually, no, that is a different room. Oh, it just looks super weird. Yeah, there's supposed to be like a wall there that's just not showing. Yeah, this is the kitchen, I presume, then. Oh. We press on. We had a rather spirited start to the investigation, but our journey to the kitchen was far from straightforward. Odd. From what I recall, turning right here should have led us to the first floor. That's what you'd think. No, we should have found the kitchen ages ago. And Nelly, it makes absolutely no sense that you, of all people, would be lost here. Yeah, it really doesn't. It's almost like it's become some sort of weird labyrinth thing, right? What are the chances of that? Indeed, you could blindfold me and I would still know where everything in this house is. This feels quite familiar. It is like... What is it like? The corridor. Yeah, corridor of the bus. Infinite hallways, infinite doors. Can't make your way around it. Something similar is going on here. Makes sense. Indeed, like the corridors of the back door. Yes. Considering the exterior of the manor and comparing it to its internal map, its shape and size is far from being even remotely reasonable. Yeah, it's genuinely gone like full labyrinth mode. Which sure is interesting, that's for sure. Heathcliff doesn't have much to say about it, I guess. What's on your mind, Heathcliff? Yeah, what's on your mind? This feels familiar. Like it's all one big riddle Kathy used to give to me. Ugh. Beach, it's late at night in Kiss You Candle. It is 2:20 a.m. for me. That's how long it's been going on for, but I'm enjoying it, so you know it's chill. I attempted to get the right answer early in the game, and every time I did, she kept making the answer more and more convoluted, annoyed that I actually managed to get it right. This is exactly what that felt like. Like she's cross with me, hiding the basement from us, making us go in circles. That's silly. Whoops. Darn it, let me see the diary. I want to see if it says anything else about the basement. This is like the third time we were walking through this hallway, Kay. I'm starting to lose my cool. Look, that picture frame again. Oh, I could recognize you from anywhere now. There wasn't anything else in the diary, laugh. Just let me have a look, Heath. What if you missed something? Was that overreaction really necessary, Don Quixote? Oh, what the heck was that? A window shattered, quite literally out of nowhere. Because someone tried taking the diary from Heathcliff? Kathy doesn't want that. My bad, Heath. I dropped the diary. That noise really got me. Don't bother. I just need to dust it lightly. Huh? And that revealed something, of course it did. Wait, this page wasn't here earlier. Ah, you're right. That page was one of those ink-stained pages, wasn't it? The basement. We must descend there. In a not-so-far future, I would like to hang my portrait at the entrance of that basement. Portrait of my most beautiful, yet spirited, yet fleeting present self. The mirror. Okay, so see, that's why she wanted every mirror removed from Wuthering Heights. Because it's part of the riddle, okay. In those rare days when Josephine wasn't haunting that area of the manor, I'd sit there for hours with him by my side, just chatting our day away. Do you remember those days? It's a riddle, isn't it? So where could this be? If this is a riddle, then the only one who can solve it has to be... the entrance of that basement, just chatting our day away. He briefly closed his eyes to recall what those could be referring to, then squinted them open. The fireplace in the dining hall. Catherine enjoyed chatting with me before the fireplace. I see. Those moments must have been very precious to her. Precious enough to write about them in her diary, so that she will always remember them. You lot again. Whatever noise they'd make. Where is he? Where's Boss? Ooh. Any further attempts to communicate with them appear futile. They're clearly... No. The dead rabbits, they... He just stopped himself, then scratched his head. He sighed deeply. I suppose it doesn't matter what I've got to say. They're all dead either. You gotta accept it. I don't know. None of this feels real. It is a very strange Canto so far. Kind of trapped in a maze of the manor, and this is still like the first half, effectively. This is the thing that Kathy is dead. The dead rabbits have changed in this bloody maze of a manor. Yeah, it's not quite adding up for a lot of the stuff, is it? Only 2 waves, okay. I was expecting it to be like 3 waves or something just out of spite. They're funny like that, but no. Another 2 waves. Simple enough, okay. We win those, that's good. The 3 tails was a little bit unfortunate, but luckily we turned things around. We got some decent singing on that guy too, which is nice, I guess. Not that we really need the sinking. I have a feeling basically everything in this Canto is going to be positive coins though, so sinking is good. Because like last Canto there was so much negative coin stuff. Like sinking was just such a bad idea. On top of the fact there really isn't that much good sinking stuff in the game. For like normal content. Like you got like sinking deluge rhyme shink stuff, and that's like the main bulk of every sinking sport in the game, right? Okay. Coach is being staggered. She really is she's a very fragile ID, that's for sure. But yeah, this Canto, because they're trying to focus on sinking a little bit, this is probably gonna be like this season of sinking. Most likely, the one where they really make sinking good. And I guess it does kind of need it. I wonder if Dawn's Canto is finally going to be the Canto that really makes burn decent. I don't know. Status effects are weird. It's so strange how they just kind of really heavily focusing one status effect per Canto, it seems. Potentially. I say that, but that's really just last season. And last season still had a lot of bleed stuff too, but most of the bleed was just also... We can do that fine. Most of the bleed was just also poised at the same time, just kind of like because, you know, overlap, right? That's the main reason why it was, you know, a bit of both. We can get Pursuance off here for a little bit of healing. We kind of need it. Which is why I went for instead of having like Yi-Song use his ego or anything. Make sure that we're not, you know, too close to death, right? Wouldn't want to explode. Granted, it's been like a while since I've been up this late. So like my dog's just been sleeping basically this entire time. It is past his bedtime and he does not care if I'm still up. He is going to sleep. He is eepy. Which is probably good. I've got a semi-long day of class. He's going to be alone for a fair bit tomorrow, so you know. Might be nice if he's a little bit more tired so he'll be able to sleep through that a bit easier. Right? I don't know, my logic's a little flawed potentially, but I know what I'm trying to say. Everything at least favorite. Okay, that's decent. Yeah, we'll just go for it then. Okay. Alright. Why am I not surprised? You get staggered and you might just die or something, I wouldn't be shocked. You got some sanity, yep, that's nice. You do have your 3 power up this turn thanks to being below half, so that's nice. You're also losing your clash, awesome. I guess favorites aren't guaranteed by any means, so I shouldn't be that shocked, but it is still vaguely irritating, right? So I haven't been paying attention. Have they been making mirror noises when they die? They were talking about like, oh, why are they making mirror noises when they die? And I've got no clue. if they actually were or not, if that's like a story thing that they're not doing in the actual game itself.
무지하니까 맞는 거야.
You could probably convince me either way, and I'd believe you well enough.
직원 중에 비실거리는 자가 있습니다. 아, 원하신다면
So I think I just killed one of them and I was like not focusing, so I just didn't even notice.
깨달음은 괴롭지.
불청객은 찌그러져 있어. 얼얼하지? 무지하니까 될 거야.
Down a lot of them are going, and we should just be able to finish them off here. Nice. And still 2 turns to spare after this turn, so yeah, we're fine. It's only a 2-wave fight, so it really shouldn't be that bad. It was only bad for that previous fight because we kind of lost Otis really quickly, and then we lost Ishmael. They just had some more skill slots than us, and they were doing enough damage to get staggers and kills off because they were so fast. We're doing fine now.
결국 내 공부가 부족하지 않았다는
Falling behind your
거야?
studies, you sure aren't. Fireplace.
좋았어.
I think this might be the final thing here. Weak to Slash once again, but Slash people we haven't seen apparently. Is it 2? I think it's just these. I think it's just the butlers from this one again, though. Like the resistance matchup, it's a slightly different order. I think they're going to be mixed a little bit instead of being like the female ones first and the male ones. It'll probably just be a mixture. That's fine. We got this. Relax, we'll handle this. There was already a group of people by the fireplace.
린튼 주인님.
Master Linton. We fight Linton too? Maybe. I don't know. He didn't seem like a very fighty person. Not gonna lie. I'm also starting to think I was definitely undervaluing Matthew, because if we're not fighting him here, he might not die until the next part. Who is he then? That's the real question. I guess thinking through, like, possibilities. I mean, I assume some random person from the Ring, maybe? Like, the Ring would make sense, since that's, you know, they're affiliated with the Ring or something. Matthew might not even, I mean, it might not even be Matthew still. Matthew might just be long dead and someone else pretending to be Matthew. Although Heathcliff still seems to believe and know his voice or something, so I think Matthew's alive and everything else. I think the rest of the dead rabbits died, something like that. So you've arrived. This can't be a coincidence, can it? I suppose you're also trying to enter the basement.
린튼님.
Master Linton,
대체
what are you
그
hiding in the
무엇을
basement?
숨겨놓으신 거예요?
먼저
I
들어갔으면
see that they have gotten their hands on it
결국
first,
찾아야 할까?
despite the fact that you had the head start.
죄송합니다.
Our most profound apologies, Master Linton. Return that diary to me.
일기장을 돌려주게.
그래야 할 이유가
Why
있나?
must we?
남편이 사랑하는
Is it that unreasonable for a husband to request that you return his loving wife's memento to his hands? It is unreasonable, yeah. Don't provoke me. Tell me why Catherine died. And like I said earlier, I won't believe a word from your gob until I see her body for myself. Even your claim that she married you.
애처롭군.
How desperate.
이건 어떤
Allow me to offer you an alternative. Go hide in some corner of this manor, wait until the lightning strikes 7 times, then take the golden bow Catherine left you, leave and never return to this place ever again. It is what you do best, Heathcliff, turning tail and hiding, shrouding your shameful, tear-soaked face from the world, fleeing from the beatings, abandoning Catherine, because you were too busy running away from the gnawing
버리고
hands.
떠나버리는 것 말이야.
Keep talking, young Master Edgar, and you'll find that I'm no longer that weak child you once knew. Right?
글쎄,
Well, I'm not so sure what has really changed about you since then, Heathcliff.
여전히 네가 보낸
And those
그
cheap-tacky letters you sent?
소각장에
All
태워진
burned with the rest of the trash in the incinerator.
쓰레기들과 함께.
No shocker there, he's a bad person. Yippee. We have to fight him, though. We'll see, it's probably gonna be like 3 waves and it'll be in the 3rd one or something, though, right?
알다시피 전 감성적인
Yeah, seems
말을
like
하는
it.
것에 능숙한 편은 아닙니다.
You need to be real careful here, though, because, you know, these guys can very much kill us if we're not careful. I guess we do kind of need to take our time, though, strange as that is. Simply because otherwise they're gonna get way more skill slots than we are. That is an insane attack! Oh god, they just jumped in there, threw knives at us! Okay. Ishmael's been staggered already, cool. Cool, cool. It's really not cool. It's hard to say. Okay. Marissa loses his, awesome. We're kind of being ratioed a little bit here. Probably because we probably want to be using slash people instead of blunt people for this fight, but I commit to the team for the most, at least the part, right? That is a rude dodge against someone with 0 sanity. They're going for a lot of dodges this turn too. Dodge, shield, SP on self. Yeah, okay. Sure thing. Can't wait to lose these clashes. Yippee. If they're just gonna keep on dodging, we will not have a chance to build up sanity. Yeah, look at that. Wow. You at least landed 1 hit, that's something. Wow.
동랑님 지시로 응원용 파이를 사오긴 했지만 여건상 드시기 힘드시기에 제가 대신해서 먹어드리겠습니다.
삶은 고통스러운 법.
If I do end up losing this fight, by the way, I'm just gonna pull out Blade Lineage Merso. Like, just brutally murder them, I think. And it'd be fun.
직원들이 유리한 조건에 있습니다. 아, 동랑님이 말씀하시길 이번 전투가 성공적으로 끝난다면
Okay, we should be able to kill them all. He's gonna lose his clash most likely. Oh, he won it. Okay, that's good at least. Get some sanity back at least before you lose it all immediately. That's cool. Well, we've got Ego resources going into the next wave or something, so who knows, maybe we'll be able to get like a Rhyme Shank off or something, or like a Pursuance. Both very solid options for choices. But they've all got 2 skill slots, and they're all evading with some of them, but because it's a normal encounter, like... Can't even redirect everything. Yeah, he's just taking a one side, and there's nothing we can do about that, yeah. Alright, well, ego time, first and foremost. We're probably just gonna Pursuance. Pull the Pursuance and see how we're doing on clashing, I think. I think that works, yeah. Pursuance will heal up some people. It'll probably hit you because you probably get staggered by that point, yeah, maybe. We'll see, there's so many people at 5 speed this turn that it's hard to tell what the actual order is gonna end up being. But here we go. We're gonna get some of the funny stat effect onto you. If we can stack sinking on you and spread the extra of the mana, that'd be nice, but I'm not particularly betting on it. Because we didn't Rhyme Shank, so we don't have a lot of sinking. And you win this clash, at least that's nice. Awesome. Yeah, it's going fine. It's really just all about getting your sanity up fast enough. Okay, that person just evades, so that's rude. Yeah, get the Pursuance off, heal up, like, I mean, who's getting it? Heathcliff and someone else. Ishmael, probably. I think they're the ones that are low. Yeah, Heathcliff and Ishmael. Okay, that's good. Now we're doing fairly well on HP, and so, fortunately Merso can't heal himself. He could definitely benefit from it, but, you know, it's not happening, so, it's fine. Body sack up. Actually, let's just get the Yasunada off. No, it's... I always think it's Slash because I'm thinking of Otis's Yasunada. But no, it's Blunt. Would have been nice to get, you know... It would have been nice if it was Slash because then we'd have Slash Mess. Like, I guess we'll have to see what Binds ends up being. We're still 2 weeks away from that, but... It'll be interesting to see what damage type they go with for that one. It might end up being Blunt, though, not gonna lie. Just if this is gonna be the Blunt Canto. Maybe another blunt. As long as it's not pierce, I'm fine. I guess blunt is the only damage type we don't have a Vav Ego for, since we've got 2 pierce Vavs and we've got 1 slash Vav because of Garden of Thorn. That's something. Yeah, body attack is also nice because, you know, you'll spend some sanity, you'll get a little lower. You'll be low enough sanity that you'll get your 3 attack power next turn, and you also gain a bunch of attack power anyways, thanks to just using body attack, or only 2 body attack power, but also a little bit of haste. Always solid. That's super good, especially against these guys here. Like the male butlers focus on speed a fair bit, I think. I don't know, the female ones, I don't think are... The female ones are just full debuff, while the male ones are like bleed speed stuff. I think that's how it breaks apart. I could check again if I wanted to, but I don't really feel the need. I'll kill him. Could hope they have some turns to spare. Like, this is what, turn 7? We'll have 3 turns to find a wave, something like that? Or is it turn 8? It might be turn 8. We might be a little tight on getting the EX clear here, but it's fine if we don't. We had a pretty rough first phase, and we're still under-leveled, I think, because these guys are like, what, level 42, 43-ish, I think? Definitely the final fight of the part, I think. We might get like a story cutscene or something after this, but... Oh, this is turn 9, and we didn't kill you in time. That's really bad. Well, we'll go all out next turn, and maybe we'll kill them all. I'm really not expecting it, especially if we are going to fight Linton or something. We're not there, yeah. He's a weak baby man, so I'm not shocked. I mean, it's pursuing some good. I guess, first things first, good slash egos. I think that's the only slash ego I've got on the entire team. I don't have your 4th match flame. You don't have any slash. You don't have any slash. Your pursuance is slash, which is nice. That's all we have for slash, though. That's cool. Real cool. Okay. Pop this up. Anything that hits a bunch of people is always solid. Yeah, it's a couple people, but it's not like insane. It gains +2 attack weight at 50 plus SP. I think that works. I don't remember for sure exactly if it works exactly how I'm trying to make it work, but it might. If I've said it exactly enough times. Okay, we'll roll with this. 4 egos. 2 of which are 7 targets, will do a lot. So, even if they do resist pierce, like, it's still a bunch of attacks that hit a bunch of enemies, right? Yeah, that's still like 4 enemies, 40 damage per, that's solid. A little bit of rupture and bleed too, not that that's the most important thing. Nice. Pursuance also, once again, just a nice attack to go for. It's a little bit more healing on some people who need it, and they're actually weak to it. It's the only slash ego we have. Luck 3, I think the electric screaming, if nothing else, will be slash, right? Surely? Surely. Didn't even do that much damage, but that's fine. It did enough. It did enough. No need to be too judgy, right? You know, it's 2:39 a.m., so it's pretty easy to feel judgy, right? Nice. Sinking gaming. You guys gonna have awful SP. Cool. Otis already went for all our attacks, so it's fine if that happens. We're hitting a lot of people with the Yasunyata. Bonk, 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 bonk. As they say. Nice, killed someone with that, that's good. Siege Sentencing kills that person, that's nice. Still got a couple attacks. We still have not gone through with the Blind Obsession, too. I don't think it'll kill, because, you know, one of these butlers has 340 HP. I did not notice that. I thought they were just the same butlers, but no, that one's slightly different, it seems. Cool. We'll kill most of the others. We don't get the EX clear, because we would have had to do this phase in, you know, this turn in 1 turn. This phase in 1 turn, what I'm saying. This wave in 1 turn, that's what I'm trying to get to, I think. Were you like a Mega 1 too? You 228 veteran. You got 343 HP, that's a couple. Organization Compulsion, what does this do? Find a name for a panic type. Lose SP on Clash, lose, gain Fragile, gain Haste when hit. Okay. Cool. We're too late to EX clear, so we can just kill them at whatever pace we feel is necessary, right? Which is fairly fast, but, like, I don't care too much. Right? We've got this. No Linden fight or anything, but that's fine. Linden's one of those guys who probably won't be able to fight unless he egos or distorts, right? Don't know if he's got that fighting capability within him. Maybe he does, though. Maybe I'm underestimating him. He's also, like, sickly, though. That's also kind of an important factor in, you know, why he's probably just not able to fight without, you know, something else happening. Yeah, that guy lives on a little bit of HP, we just auto-damage and you die. You die in Execution Sensing, too. He just gets the final blow. That's fitting. There we go, victory. What have you done to this manor? I did not tamper with the manor myself. I have not once been anywhere near the subject of workshops or engineering in my life. I am but a sheltered child of the esteemed Edgar family. How would I have the capacity to do the modifications myself? All I have done is make a few investments in a separate organization that worked on the construction. They were introduced to me as a group that was once a part of this syndicate called The Ring. Oh boy. Huh. The Ring? Didn't the dead rabbit guy say something about being plucked by the Ring? What the hell are you doing? Bring those blighters here. I don't know. I never really cared much about the details of how this manor was modified. If my brother found out what I was doing, he would have tried to kill me. But you're not your brother. I don't know if you have... Maybe, do you mean brother-in-law? Because if he means brother-in-law, means Henley, that makes sense. But, like, I don't know if he's got an actual brother. How did you even come across the golden bow? It's impossible for a private individual to acquire the golden bows? Indeed. The Edgar family is a family of vast domains. When my eldest brother left... Okay, so he doesn't have that brother. But the family fortune became mine. I quite enjoyed the affluence. One could say that's the only thing in my possession that I like. Though I have spent most of it procuring the golden bow. Interesting. So who did he hire the Ring for it then? Someone else. Linden was coughing harshly between every couple of words. It seemed as though he was pushing himself just to finish a sentence. It wasn't that the battles had been grueling. It was merely that he was someone of a frailer constitution. The Edgar family. I believe that I have once witnessed that name in the Fixer's monthly magazines. Mayhaps? Huh. What have I got to say to a bloke who looks like he belongs in the infirmary? Just tell me what happened to Catherine. That's all I'm asking. Do you really think that you even deserve to meddle in my family's affairs? To meddle in this business between me and my wife? Don't talk like that to me. What, are you trying to flaunt those words at me or something? We were married, de facto de jure. I was Catherine's lawfully wedded husband, and we lived under the same roof. We built a family together. Right, husband. I suppose you will never know how it feels to be called that. Am I wrong? It's only expected at this point, is it not? Who in their right mind would leave everything behind just to be with some poor backstreets vagrant like you? Yeah, pushing Heathcliff to the end, trying to make him angry. I told you to stop provoking me. It's... Yeah. Heathcliff fell silent for a moment. What Linton said hurt him so much that he could not even come up with a rebuttal. Yeah. Linton continues, somewhat emboldened by his silence. You were the first to leave her, yes, but I assure you it was certainly for the better. Because she would have left you first if you hadn't. Because she would have grown tired of you. Tired of me? Linton, you said that on purpose, didn't you? What did you mean? God. Like Sinclair. He looks like Damien with like little blue collar thing. Just now, you provoked Heathcliff. So you'll anger that boy so that he'll attack you first. Oh, this is the second lightning, or is this the third lightning strike? I might have missed one, I don't know. No, I never said anything to him. You see, I was just talking to Hindley. Besides, let's be honest, just look at him. His unkempt hair, the rags he's wearing. He's laughable, isn't he? You even know what you've done? Hindley will thrash that boy once you leave. Do you understand? No, no. Quit your weeping, Linton. You've no idea how unhappy your tears make me. Linton tortures Heathcliff like that on purpose. Every time my brother speaks ill of Heathcliff, he giggles with him or mutters in agreement, as if he wants Heathcliff to hear. And Heathcliff would always attack Linton, because he is an impulsive child. Why can't the people I love also love one another? Linton, you love me, don't you? Of course, dear Catherine. Then how far are you willing to go for love? What does love mean to you? If you truly love me, then perhaps you could bring Heathcliff back to me. That diary! You can read it? Linton looked downright pathetic. He was gasping for air with every breath, trying to read the open diary. It was a wretched sight. The rapier in his hand clattered pitifully to the floor. Yeah, as you can plainly see yourself. When I tried to read it, it was full of nothing but pages upon pages of ink stains. So why does it refuse me, but not... Catherine, this is your answer, then. I no longer know if I even have the right to stand in your way. Linton closes his eyes for a moment and backs away from us. He activates a button somewhere within the fireplace and... the fireplace opens, loud with the sounds of moving mechanical parts. Before us appears a long staircase leading downstairs. He is watching us with a hollow, dejected look. Master Linton, this staircase leads to the basement. What the hell were you doing down there? All I can say is that I've been preparing to invite a new guest. Descend. Whatever appears before you, whatever transpires, it shall all be as Catherine willed. Alright, very interesting. A new guest. It's probably someone from The Ring or someone from, like, N-Corp or something like that. Very nice. And yep, as I expected, unlocked after 4.4 KSD update. So that means we are up to date for the week. I'll need to redo this TEX, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm not really too concerned. Not for sure. It'll be easy enough. It also doesn't really matter until the 2 weeks time from now. I also still, can get 4 modules, so that's nice. I haven't even used my lunacy refills. Yeah. Oh, no download's been added. This is the patch I was mentioning that fixed 6-16 or whatever. Okay, here's the main menu screen in case you haven't seen it. Awesome, it's making me download 6.44 megabytes of data. Because why not? But yeah, it is 2:49 in the morning for me, so it took me like, what? How long has it been? Time is hard when you're sleepy. It took me like 4 hours, 15 minutes to get through this. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, it's making me recheck these, and I think because I've got some random stuff to claim here. Yippee. Already passed level 36. Of course, not that it matters too much. I also was counting earlier, and there's only 20 yellow boxes on the next 20 levels. So whatever banner next week, I'm also going to need to pull for it, and I may be doing really bad on Lunacy after that, and I'm really worried for next level purchase night because of that. That's for sure. Oh, my sound. Okay, whoops. That should be fine. Yeah. Cool stuff, that's for sure. Got to do some stuff. I'm kind of surprised that we didn't fight anyone else noteworthy by the end of that. I'm really concerned, who is Matt? Something to do with the ring? Very interesting to see ring stuff going on. I'm excited, though. Ring IDs have a lot of funny potential, because, Sin Affinity stuff fits perfectly well for them. The image for heartbreaking, of course, the gate to the manor. Cool stuff. Judging about how far down you can drag this, we're definitely going to go fairly far down. Very interested to see how we get through the rest of the manor next time. But anyways, that is all for this week's update of the first part of Canto 6. Second part of Canto 6 releases, next Wednesday. So, Thursday morning is when next episode's going to be out for me. Posting these, yeah. I am tired. I am going to go to bed now. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!